Hello, it's Lady Boulain. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And no, this is not my permanent intro. I tried it out yesterday and I got some comments, and I'm using it today because this is truly breaking news. So that's why I'm using it today. So maybe I'll use it sometime, but no, this won't be my normal intro. Well, it truly is breaking news. This actor, Christian Keyes, has come out with some very serious allegations against somebody. Based on the context that he's given, fingers are pointing to Tyler Perry. These are career-destroying, reputation-ruining allegations. So I'm saying you don't have to tell us who it is. Tell us who it's not. Since so many people have decided that it is Tyler Perry, and because this is really detrimental to a person's character, if it's not Tyler Perry, tell us it's not Tyler Perry, it's somebody else. And I want to clear something up about myself, and I know that there are many people who feel like I do. I don't idolize celebrities. I can admire somebody's work, admire their work ethic, and the fact that he actually pulled himself up by his bootstraps. I can admire that without idolizing him. I don't even watch Tyler Perry's stuff. Those TV shows, to me, just became so ridiculous. As far as I was concerned, he doesn't have any likable characters, and they don't have any redeeming qualities. If you start out liking a character, they turn out to be just as corrupt as the worst person on the show. So I quit watching his TV shows and movies a long time ago. Matter of fact, I've only watched one of his movies and really liked it, and that was The Diary of an Angry Black Woman. That was the one that I did like. But I don't even watch his stuff, but I do admire his work ethic. Now, Tyler Perry got in trouble with me a few weeks ago when he came up with this whole thing about black women can pay all the bills, and if he can only pay the light bill, that's fine. That was a problem for me, because that does damage to black men and black women. You're telling a black man that he should have a woman who can pay all the bills, and all he has to do is pay the light bill, and that ought to be acceptable. Now, that was a problem for me. But as far as Tyler Perry himself, I do admire his work ethic and the fact that he has been able to circumvent the Hollywood system and create something for himself. Now, I admire that. It appears that that's what he has done. But I don't worship him. I admire him. I respect the fact that he believed in himself enough to get out there and do the work to create the industry for himself that he has done, and has provided work for black actresses and actors when they can't get work in Hollywood. So yes, I like that about him. But there's another thing about Tyler Perry that, if these allegations are true, will show him to be a really diabolical person. Tyler Perry has spoken emotionally and passionately about the abuse that he suffered at the hands of his father. Now, for him to turn around and do that to somebody else will show him to be a diabolical person, in my opinion. And that's why I hope it's not him. Now, we know, according to what the psychologists say, that people who have been abused abuse. We get that. But for you to be out here publicly talking about your story and talking about what happened to you, and then you turn around and subject that to another person, that is totally unacceptable. And nobody will ever be able to listen to him tell his story and sympathize with him ever again, because he has become what he says his father was. Christian Keyes hasn't called anybody's name, And before he does that, I think people should really give him an opportunity to tell his story and let the situation unfold in the way that it's going to unfold without damaging somebody else's career if that's not the person in question, which is why I think Christian Keys should say who it's not. Now, I realize this is wishful thinking on my part. He's blown the lid off now. He's got everybody's curiosity up. So to come out and say who is not would probably take something away from the drama of it. But there's another side of it, and that is that if the person that everybody thinks it is not the one, then it damages the person in question, in this case, Tyler Perry. And I want to say that I'm all in favor of people exposing this predatory behavior, because you should not have to suffer perversion because you want to be an actor or singer or dancer. The price you pay to be that should not be your dignity and your self-respect and your soul. If your proclivity is not what theirs is, and you've made that clear, as he says he did a number of times, then you should accept what that person said. There are enough people in show business who have the same proclivity as the person that Christian Keys is talking about, that you shouldn't go around harassing and stalking people who don't engage in that kind of behavior. This is another black eye for black people, specifically black men. We've had a double dose of Will Smith. We just had the scandal with Sean Combs. Jonathan Majors is awaiting a verdict that could send him to jail. And now this. It's too much in a few months. And who knows who's coming up next. And it's sad on another level, and that is that for years we have heard about this kind of behavior from white directors and producers and powerful white people in Hollywood. They called it the casting couch. And then for black people to come right behind them and engage in the same behavior, it's just shameful. This is a colossal abuse of power, and it speaks to the person who is instigating this behavior, or not the person who's victimized by it. You should not be a victim of somebody else's perversion because you want to be an actor. Some of these people really need to get help. I mean, there's something wrong with you that you're going to use your position to bully another person into doing something that they don't want to do, that you want to do. There's something really, really wrong with that. What are you willing to do about the issues that plague you, that you impose on other people? There's nothing wrong with seeking help if you need help. There are plenty of men out there in the Hollywood system who get down like what Christian Keys is saying. There's no reason to harass and stalk another person and try to force somebody into a kind of relationship that's not their preference. So Christian Keys was very clear about the allegations that he was making. I don't think anybody's questioning whether he's telling the truth or not, for the fact that he apparently has concrete evidence. The problem is that I really would hate to see Tyler Perry go down like that. I don't worship him. I don't idolize him or any celebrity. But I would just hate to see him go down like that. I would hate to think that he would be so stupid as to compromise himself in the way that this man is saying somebody compromised themselves. Putting yourself in legal jeopardy for what? Trying to prove that you can break somebody? I mean, on the outside, it just doesn't seem worth it. He saw what happened to Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. Those men also believed they were above the law, that they could do whatever they wanted to people who were coming to them for work, that they could exploit those people and nothing would happen to them because they really didn't value those people. They didn't value those people. They did what they did because they thought they could get away with it. And so, like the rest of us, he had a front row seat in seeing what happens to men like that when they get caught. And you're going to get caught. You are going to get caught. And I forgot Bill Cosby and R. Kelly when I was calling the roll back there. See, the black folk going to go to jail. If they put Bill Cosby in jail, they'll put any black man in America in jail. And increasingly, they're going to get caught in this environment because people now see that if I tell, I can get paid. And there is no reason not to get paid if somebody has disrespected your honor and violated you. If money is what you can get out of it, then I say go for the money. So you're really just playing Russian roulette with your career and your reputation, because if this turns out to be true, he won't live that down. He can go on and do other things, but there's always going to be that footnote to his name. So I really would hate to see him go down like that. That's why I would like for Christian Keys to tell who it's not, so Tyler Perry's name can be cleared. Now, yes, I feel that way because I hate to see this happen to a man of his stature after he has worked so hard to get where he is, to gain the respect that he has. I hate to see him go down like that. And that's not the same as worshiping somebody. Because I don't have the crabs in a barrel mentality that every time I see a black person going up, I want to pull them back down. I don't have that mentality. So yes, I would hate to see him go down like that. What I'm saying is that if it's not Tyler Perry at this point, I think it would be the decent thing to do, say, it's not Tyler Perry, but I'll let you know when the time comes who it is. I believe that would be fair. And I'm going to close with this. You can admire someone without worshiping them. And you can want to see justice served without rejoicing at the downfall of another person. And the reason I say that is because I have seen some behaviors on these different platforms that look like people might be rejoicing at the thought that it's Tyler Perry. I've also noticed that some people seem to be neutral, that they don't know and they're willing to wait until the facts come out. And I think that's an excellent approach to this coming scandal. My opinion is that I hope this is not Tyler Perry. And if it's not, I wish the young man would tell us it's not. But if it is, then it is what it is. And hopefully one day people will learn that you cannot take advantage of people and get away with it. That would be the takeaway. Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.